49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
Next on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. Great action from all around the Bay Area. We have terrific football highlights with Folsom taking on Pittsburgh. Santa Teresa meets Leland and St. Vincent battles Oakland Tech.
Thrilling volleyball highlights this week with Half Moon Bay and Hillsdale, water polo with Alameda and Castro Valley, and the emotional effect of breast cancer on one high school football community. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week in Pleasanton, where the El Cerrito Gauchos come into town with a 3-0 record with Washington State-bound wideout Warren Smith.
Foothill is 2-1 with hard-nosed running back Jackson Chandler, averaging 136 yards a game on the ground. El Cerrito at Foothill Friday night.
It's white out here in Pleasanton as Foothill battles El Cerrito. Jake Vanderbrook with the highlights. First quarter, Falcons on the move, but the Gauchos defense comes up big on third down as Tomei Voquiso is there for the sack, forcing a Falcons punt. But on Foothill's next possession, Eric Olson hands the ball off to Cade Millard, who squeezes his way in for a 3-yard touchdown. Extra point good, 7-0 Foothill. But here come the Gauchos. Over 3 minutes left in the first. Tony McAdoo gets the carry, jukes a couple defenders, and is off to the races. 47 yards to the house. The Gauchos would tack on another touchdown to make it 14-7 at the half. Third quarter, El Cerrito rolls the dice on fourth down. Give it to McAdoo, and the senior is loose. Kiss him goodbye. 182 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns for number 5, 21-7 El Cerrito. Still in the third, Michael Van Hook on a 5-step drop uncorks this ball down the field and finds Javon Bold, who breaks a tackle and heads right to the end zone for a 36-yard touchdown, 28-7 El Cerrito after 3. And to put the nail in the coffin, Zaire Eastman gets the carry, finds a hole up the middle, and explodes like a cannon. 57 yards to the house. The El Cerrito Gauchos improved to 4-0 on the season, beating Foothill 35-7.
The Jefferson Grizzlies hosting the Sequoia Ravens in Daly City. Jefferson trying to get something going early. Tyler Taylor hits Michael Sluger and he hustles downfield before being pushed out of bounds, but Sequoia will get the ball back. Luke Ulrich breaks through the line. He jukes right, he jukes left, then he jukes right again, weaving his way until he's finally brought down around the 30 after a 23-yard run. Time will expire in the first, and then quarterback John Larios will scan the field, then find an opening and tumble into the end zone. Sequoia on the board. Larios will score another just a few minutes later, but we go to a couple minutes left in the half. John Larios fires to Robert Oda, and he turns and tears downfield. Nice block by a lineman, and Oda fights his way past defenders for a 47-yard pickup. He gets the Ravens in great field position, then Luke Ulrich muscles in to score. Sequoia leads by 21 at half. 4 minutes into the third, and it's Jefferson's turn. Tyler Taylor shoots through the line and sprints in for the touchdown. The Grizzlies get the 2-point conversion to make it 21-8. It was the Ravens' night, though. John Larios to Luke Ulrich again. This time, Ulrich avoids the tackle and dives to the 10-yard line. Then it's Logan Kern's turn for a trip to the end zone. Kern is in to score, and Sequoia improves their record to a perfect 4-0 with their 28-8 win.
Adrian Soriano here in Moraga as the Marin Catholic Wildcats take on Campolindo. The Cats keeping the first set close. Savannah Ellison over to Molly Harrison, and the Middlebury-bound senior sets it up for an Emily Green kill. But the Cougars take set 1. Charlotta Bell to Anna Dendinger to Avea Stone, and that one is not coming back as Campo takes it 25-19. Set 2 now, and it's Hannah Georgeson over to Dendinger, and Anna sets it over to Stanford-bound senior Charlotta Bell, who puts it away. Then it's McKenna Crossan over to Dendinger, and Anna sets it up perfectly for a Hannah Georgeson kill as the Cougars win set 2 25-17. On to set 3 now, and it's Crossan bumping it to Olivia Wu, and Olivia sets it over to Stone, and Avea just crushes that one. Marin Catholic answers back later in the set to Hani Ulufatu, to Harrison, to Mia Clayton, and Mia spikes it off the block. Now it's Mia Clayton with the serve and the ace as the Wildcats take a very close set 3, 25-22. The Cats continued the rally in set 4. Emily Green to Harrison to Maddie Andrews for the kill as Marin Catholic wins set 4 25-19. On to set 5 now, and it's Olivia Wiseman to Olivia Wu to Charlotta Bell for the finish. Then it's Crossan to Wu to Stone, and Avea puts it away as Campolindo wins it in 5 sets. Charlotta Bell and Avea Stone combining for 29 kills for the Cougars.
1, 2, 3, Cougars! It's Carondelet hosting Amador Valley in EBAL play. The Cougars on the board first in the first. Clara O'Connor passes to Breen Tully, who rockets it home from deep. O'Connor again, a nice pass up ahead to Josie Haston, the freshman. Pump fakes and then shoots it past the keeper. 2-0 late first. The Dons on the break. Evelyn McLaughlin swimming ahead of the field and tosses it home. Evelyn with 2 goals for the Dons. But the Cougars in control throughout this one. O'Connor looking to pass and then decides, what the heck, and Clara skips it in. 5-1 Cougars in the third. Late in the game now, and this is Caden Page for Carondelet firing from close range and scoring. The Dons with a penalty shot here, but look at Cougar keeper Serra Wright with a terrific block. One more for the Cougars as Abby Roeder tosses to Heidi Seed, who skips it home. Just sliding it in as Carondelet goes on to win it 8-2, looking really strong this year. 6 players with at least 1 goal for the Cougars.
Each week, the Rikes Center helps us honor the Players of the Week.
The Players announced in a wrap produced by the good folks at the Rikes Center. Here are this week's Gary Rikes Players of the Week.
49ers Cal High, Rikes Center, Mace, Bennett Roth, your Gary Rikes Players of the Week. Running spectacular routes, there go Tayshawn Lyons. The way he catch the ball, you can't place it on science. Senior wide receiver is a specimen for Tennyson. Frequent end zone resident, setting the precedent with 3 touchdowns over 7 receptions. 293 yards, there ain't ever objection. Throwing him the ball, cemented his name, breaking the school record for most receiving yards in a game.
Game on the line, that's a game on Phillips. Wait, hold it back from Tatum Phillips. We got another close one, Coach Run one more. TP got 300 yards and 1 down. Gunsmoke from the weekend, trying to get over what happened with the other team, crying. Keep lying, saying you're bored when the Lincoln Lions haven't even roared. 49er Cal High, Gary Rikes, Players of the Week, Bennett Roth and Mace. Yay!
U.S. Bank presents the Coach of the Week every week.
Here's 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk with this week's announcement.
Hi, I'm 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk, here to announce this week's 49ers Prep presented by U.S. Bank Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week. This week's award goes to Concord High School head coach, Coach Paul Renaud. The Concord Minutemen picked up their 3rd win of the season against the San Lorenzo Grizzlies. The Minutemen offense leaned on their veteran offensive linemen to get their run game going by pounding the ball in between the tackles. The Minutemen secured the momentum early in the game and never looked back in their 37-0 victory. Coach Renaud will receive a grant from the 49ers Foundation for his accomplishments. Congratulations to Coach Renaud, this week's 49ers Prep, presented by U.S. Bank, Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week.
Stanford Medicine brings us great advice for athletes every week.
Here's Dr. Michael Freehill with this week's tip.
It is often thought that stretching is only important before you run or exercise. The truth is we need to stretch before all types of sporting events. When we stretch, we keep our muscles flexible, strong, and healthy. This allows flexibility to maintain an appropriate range of motion in the joints of our body. When we do not stretch, muscles can shorten and become tighter. When we then go to play sports or exercise, the muscles are weaker and may be unable to extend all the way. This can put us at risk for joint pain, muscle strains, or muscle damage. A few recommendations. Try to stretch daily, even if for a couple minutes. Make sure to activate all the muscles by stretching before sports or exercise.
Coming up, our NCS Sun Power Electric game with 2 of the best in Northern California as Folsom takes on Pittsburgh.
And girls volleyball with Notre Dame Belmont and Mercy as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
The Cornerstone program at the Rikes Center is a multifaceted athletic performance program for college-bound and collegiate athletes. Cornerstone training focuses on high-level lifting, explosive strength training, and sport-specific movements. Speed training, 3D metrics with Proteus. Athletic movements, power and strength training, all done with experienced performance coaches. Got goals? Come to the Rikes Center.
Yeah, let's redo the basement.
Hello, home movie theater.
Spare bedroom.
Why not both? Use the U.S. Bank mobile app to apply for a home improvement loan. It's easy.
Wonderful, Alex.
Hey, that's what U.S. Bank is for. Anything else?
How about a loan for a bigger car?
Our family is growing.
Oh.
Yeah, my brother's moving in with his 5 dogs.
Oh.
Hey-o!
And we're expecting.
Expecting what?
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together.
For nearly half a century, DevCon Construction has helped build the dreams of Bay Area schools. DevCon Construction buildings and fields are the foundation for many of our finest schools. The exceptional quality of our finished product is a big reason why we are ranked as the largest builder in Silicon Valley. The quality is what keeps our customers satisfied and wanting to use DevCon for their future projects. DevCon Construction, building our communities from schools to stadiums. Nearly half a century of quality service and a history of success.
Score that touchdown and run it up again. Score that touchdown and run it up again. And sack Niners, we just win. I'm from that field.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By SunPower Electric, proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. By Stanford Medicine, #1 in Northern California in orthopedics. By Service Champions, High Five Service, Champion Attitude, Service Champions. By Mattress Firm, the official sleep partner of the San Francisco 49ers. By Stevens Creek Chevrolet, find new roads. And by the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality.
The Pittsburgh Pirates continue their impressive early season with a 3-0 record and another tough test this week.
The Pirates hosting perennial NorCal power Folsom. The Bulldogs with a 2-1 record with a 5-point loss to Serra being their only misstep. 2 great NorCal teams in this week's first SunPower Electric game. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Electric game.
When you think about Pittsburgh Pirates football this season, you automatically think about Jaden Rashada. But this Pirates offense has plenty of playmakers this season, including Nevada-bound senior Kai Taylor, who had 6 catches, 149 yards, and 2 touchdowns against California last week. But the Folsom Bulldogs have plenty of playmakers on offense as well, including wide receiver Rico Flores Jr. The Notre Dame-bound senior has 344 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns so far on the year. It's 2 of the best teams in Northern California in our first SunPower Electric game. The Pirates strike first. Jaden Rashada lobs it to Washington-bound senior Rashid Williams, who makes a spectacular catch in the end zone. 7-0 Pirates after 1. Second quarter now, and Donovan Maxi Parlor punches it in for 6. PAT good, and the game is tied at 7. Pitt looking to regain the lead later in the quarter, but the deep ball is picked off by Slade Wilson as both the Pirates and the Bulldogs go into halftime tied at 7. Folsom would jump ahead in the third. Austin Mack connects with Mason Norberg in the end zone. PAT no good, and it's 13-7 Bulldogs in the lead. Folsom driving again later in the quarter. Give it to Abram Woodson, who sprints up the middle and turns out the Jets all the way inside the 10-yard line. The drive carries on in the fourth, and Jake Tremaine drills a 40-yard field goal through the uprights, and it's 16-7 Folsom. Pitt looking to answer back on their next drive. Rashada fires one deep down the far sideline for Kai Taylor, who hauls it in for a big gain. The Pirates try a field goal to cap off the drive, but Greco Carrillo blocks the field goal. Arion Smith gobbles up the loose ball, and Arion is gone! 65 yards to the house as the Folsom Bulldogs extend their lead 23-7. But the Pirates answer back. Rashada heaves it deep to a wide open Zach Card, who hauls it in, and the Oregon State-bound senior is off to the races. 80 yards to pay dirt, 23-15 Folsom. Pitt gets the ball back later in the quarter, but the Bulldog defense continue to make plays as Carrillo picks off the pass to stop the drive. The Pirates with one last chance to tie it. Rashada connects with Williams, who makes the catch and runs out of bounds to move the chains. but the Folsom defense stands tall one more time as the pass is tipped and picked off by Mason Kelly to seal it as Folsom hangs on to win it 23-15. Here's Mason Kelly after the game.
It was very important. I mean, we came down here. It's a NorCal championship game when we come out here. And what Coach Paul Doherty was telling us the whole time, we just got to come out here and respond. We came out here. It was rocky at first. We came together as a team, and we just did our job. We did good.
In Pittsburgh with the SunPower Electric game, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
First game of the West Bay Foothill League as Notre Dame Belmont takes on Mercy. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Notre Dame Belmont would be down early until Jessica I sets to Gia Rivera, who hits an unreturnable spike as the Tigers cut the lead 13-10. First set was going back and forth, but Crusaders would get the set point after this slam by Ava Cacao. But the Tigers would rally back. I sets to Sierra Mangan, and the freshman spikes it as the Tigers take the first set 27-25. Second set was just as exciting as the first. I again sets to Mangan, who finds the corner of the hardwood to cut the lead within two. Crusaders would keep the lead as Nicole Vo with the back set to Cacao, and Mercy wins the second set 25-20. Third set was all Crusaders, showing some great defenses. Mia Ferdinand and Vo with a double block as Tigers get the double-digit lead. Some more amazing defense by Mercy. Kylie Salk has herself a block party, and the Tigers were invited. The Crusaders were loving it as Mercy wins the third set 25-12. Mercy kept the momentum rolling in the fourth. This time it's Juliana Mufera coming up with the rejection to make it 14-5 Mercy. Crusaders extend the lead as Cacao brings down the Thunder. Mercy takes the fourth set 25-18 to beat Notre Dame Belmont 3-1.
Jake Vanderbrook and Dan Villa, San Ramon Valley takes on California. First set, Grizzlies move the ball to the outside. Maddie Conley says, nah, leave it on your side with the block. But Cal would respond as Chelsea Zhang feeds a pass in the middle, and Alana Viella delivers the boom for a Grizzlies point. But the Wolves had the edge in the first set as Audrey Visconti delivers a nice set to the outside, and Connolly unloads for the cross-court kill. SRV wins set 1, 25-18. Second set now, Wolves keep the rally alive. Jenna Hunt bumps it back to Allie Cook, who sets up Audrey Ross, and the Boston College commit winds and fires for the kill. Later in the set, Grizzlies continue the claw as Zhang feeds a pass to the outside, and Sofia Fernando spikes it down with authority. But SRV would win set 2, 25-20, and the Wolves would continue their dominance in the third set as Audrey Visconti feeds a pass to Jenna Hunt, who rockets it home. Then moments later, Wolves continue to attack the middle, and this time Audrey Ross crushes this ball to the hardwood. My goodness, Audrey, what did the hardwood ever do to you? San Ramon Valley rolls past California 3-0. Ross leading the way with 15 kills.
Service Champions is the champion when it comes to HVAC sales and championship service.
This week's Service Champion Student Spotlight is Ella Jensen from Hillsdale High School. Ella is a senior on the varsity volleyball team. Ella is a member of the Student Commission where she plans and speaks at rallies, lunch events, spirit weeks, and other big events while hyping up the student body. Ella Jensen, this week's Service Champion Student Spotlight. Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner each week.
This celebrates great work done by Spirit squads all around the Bay Area. Here is the cheer team from Half Moon Bay.
Hey, baby girl, what you doing tonight? I wanna see what you got in store. Hey, baby, giving it your all when you're dancing on me. I wanna see if you can give me some more. Baby, baby, la 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 la.
Coming up, St. Vincent de Paul takes on Oakland Tech.
But first, here is this week's Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for volleyball.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month.
This is definitely one of the best investments we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
Kids these days, they're curious, kind, and resilient. A generation of givers and doers, kids these days are redefining what it means to show their true colors and shine bright. That's why at Clover the Rainbow, we're committed to providing families with nutritious, organic, American Humane certified smoothies. And now, organic lactose-free whole milk and organic DHA omega-3 plus choline milk. Clover the Rainbow, power your brilliance.
From the beginning, West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, West works for me.
Put our premier savings account to work for you, now paying up to 25 times the national average. West Credit Union, working for you today, tomorrow, together.
Join us on the ice for the Bay Area's hottest sport. High school ice hockey leagues are forming now for the upcoming season. Be part of this fast-moving, hard-hitting, crazy, exciting game. You can join as part of your high school team or sign up to be assigned to a team. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations all around the Bay Area. Jump in anytime and join your friends on the ice. Be a part of Bay Area high school hockey. Contact Sharks Ice for more details and get into the game today.
We are the Half Moon Bay Marching Band.
And you are
watching
49ers.
Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank. Yeah!
We're back with the Oakland Tech Bulldogs looking good this season with a 2-0 record so far.
OT meeting St. Vincent de Paul from Petaluma. The Mustangs feature prolific quarterback Jarrett Beausarge, the senior throwing 464 yards in 3 games this season. The Mustangs and Bulldogs in Oakland on Friday night.
The Oakland Tech Bulldogs host the St. Vincent de Paul Mustangs. Mustangs get off to a hot start as quarterback Jarrett Beausarge pitches it beautifully. The Jack Davis weaving his way for 25 yards and a St. Vincent first down. Later same drive, Beausarge hands it off to Kai Hall, who barrels his way in for 6. PAT good, 7-0 Mustang. Oakland Tech punting, and the punt is muffed, and jumping in is Davian Dixon. Bulldogs ball at the 15, then handed to Anthony Alonso. Big hole and a stiff arm at the end. Touchdown. Extra point missed. 7-6 St. Vincent. But the Mustangs take charge in the second. Kai Hall again, who muscles his way in for another touchdown. Make it 14-6 Mustangs at the half. Third quarter now as the pass is over the middle and is picked by Nico Antonini, and a nice return setting up the Mustangs again. But the Bulldogs return the favor. This is Vaughn Grasso playing center field for Oakland Tech, and he gets the pick. Fourth quarter, toss it to Kai Hall around the far sideline, and that's going to go for a 28-yard gain, leading to a St. Vincent de Paul touchdown, 22-6 Mustangs. Later in the fourth, it's Hall again, part of a big night for Kai, and it's 29-6 St. Vincent. The Bulldogs get a late touchdown. Muhammad throws a pretty pass into the end zone for Brandon Hemphill, who makes a terrific catch, but not enough as St. Vincent de Paul wins it 29-12. Big game for Beausarge and Hall.
Ivan Garcia here at Chabot College as Alameda takes on Castro Valley. A few minutes into the game, Trojans working with a 1-0 lead when Lucas Wynn sends a rocket into the net, making it 2-0 Castro Valley. Hornets get on the board after a quick pass from Pierce Lepache to Zach Dorch, and the lead is cut to 1 at the end of 1. In the second, Nathan Arakawa all alone in front of the net. Ball slips out, he gathers and fires just like they drew it up. Trojans hold a 5-4 lead at the half. Alameda gets the quick score in the third. Kaleo Concepcion shoots the ball right into the top right corner of the net to tie the game at 5. But the Trojans will get the lead a few minutes later. Austin Shee aims and the junior gets the shot to go in. Then it's Caleb Rauman finding Arakawa, who goes under the water and gets the no-look backhanded shot to go in. Spectacular goal from the senior as the Trojans lead 8-6 after 3. Into the fourth, Arakawa gets the ball and scores his 7th goal of the game. Have yourself a day. Castro Valley gets the win over Alameda after a huge performance from Arakawa.
U.S. Bank brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Jake Vanderbrook joins us now with the story of how breast cancer has affected one high school football community.
Yeah, that's right, Robert. Usually the coaches are there for the kids when it's needed most. But for the past few years at Camp Lindo High School, this Cougars football community has shown its support for 2 assistant coaches who play a big role for this program. Camp Lindo High School is well known for its success on the gridiron. Under longtime head coach Kevin Macy, but it takes an entire coaching staff to motivate this hungry bunch on a daily basis.
The biggest one is how much these guys care. We're really fortunate to be in an area where so many people care so much about this football program.
Assistant coaches like Ed McCauley and Mike R. play a huge role for this program.
Woo! At first I called Coach Macy and I said, you know, I know a little bit about punting, can I work with your punters? And he didn't mind at all. And then that turned into kickers and snappers and holders, and over time it just grew.
I mean, I love it here. 42 years, I've never accepted a dime of payment. I just love being around, they keep me young.
Coaching football can be challenging, but for Coach McCauley and Coach R, their wives Kathy R. and Marianne McCauley faced a bigger battle, breast cancer.
Well, she fought cancer for 14 years, and when it started breast cancer, and then it went all over bones, brain, eyes, but she just fought it and fought it and fought it.
Marianne's battle with cancer ended on January 5th of 2020. She was 76 years old.
No, it was very, very hard. I was very depressed sitting at that house by myself.
Mrs. McCauley even held me when I was watching my cousin play here, and I still remember that night from when the news happened, and it was very emotional.
Fast forward to February 18th of 2022, Kathy R. ended her battle with cancer. Kathy was 61, two tragic losses for this football community.
It was devastating. The really sad thing was that she was in tip-top shape. She ate well. She was a professional jazzercise instructor.
When both Kathy and Mary Ann battled cancer, this football community came together to support both families, just like how they would cheer the Cougars on for every game.
And the people that are involved with the program have supported me and Ed so much.
But for Coach McCauley, all it took was one picture at one practice to realize what the kids mean to him.
So one day we were running late, the doctor was late, and so we drove up in the parking lot, and she says, you just get off here, I can drive home. I said, okay. So I pulled up, got out of the car, and all the players said, oh, there's Mrs. McCauley, there's Mrs. McCauley. And they all rushed over there, and we got a team picture, every kid, with her sitting in the middle of them. That's my all-time favorite picture from here.
At the end of the day, both Coach McCauley and Coach R not only help the players reach their potential, but these two gentlemen bring a lot of excitement and joy to the team each and every day.
Those are two pieces of gold in the program that are really holding this team together and bring everybody together. And when you see them, you're just like, oh, great, they're both here. It's just like a whole new upbringing that really makes everybody happy.
Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a process. Working together is success. Together is what makes this Camp Lindo football community so special, both on and off the field. It's safe to say the support system is what makes Camp Lindo football so special. And a little fun fact for you guys. Right now, Ed McCauley is the oldest active varsity football coach in the nation. He's been helping this program for 42 years and is still going strong.
Yeah, it's a terrific guy, really nice guy, and I'm sure he's very happy about you pointing out how old he is. West Credit Union honors teachers every week with the West Merit Award.
This week, Luca Perisic from Menlo Atherton talks about his favorite teacher, Kat Kier.
My favorite teacher thus far is Miss Kier for AS English 3. She was absolutely fantastic. It was some of the most fun I've ever had in any English class. And she really taught me to think differently about certain things, really process why I was doing certain things, how I could be contributing more to my society, and also really started making me discover my own love for teaching as well.
Coming up, our Mattress Firm Perfect Match with great CCS volleyball. Half Moon Bay and Hillsdale are next.
And Saturday football as Reardon meets Sacred Heart Prep as 49ers Cal-High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
Everyone can learn. Sometimes it's the teacher who makes all the difference. At Math Enrichment, we use only top-rated credentialed teachers. Our fully accredited WASC schools allow you to move up to advanced classes in high school and get high school credit. Math Enrichment has fun, recreational activities helping to make your math experience a joy. You can learn even advanced math, and we can help make it happen. Sign up at mathenrichment.net or at one of our many Bay Area locations. Use the Cal-High promo code for the best possible price.
Young Tommy was born a champion and always up for a challenge. He pursued the patience, persistence, and problem-solving skills he still uses today at Service Champions. We're now offering $88 AC tune-ups with a free water heater safety inspection. High five service, champion attitude. Your comfort is a puzzle that Service Champions will solve. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Junk Sleep has Mia traveling down the boulevard of boyfriends past.
What type of dog is that? He's also a doctor? Huh. Red Rebel Ted was the one.
Bad news, Mia. I was.
Good news? During Mattress Firm's Sleeping Spree event, save up to $500 plus get a free adjustable base with 2 free bedding items. Only at Mattress Firm.
Cal-Hi Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, we get it. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. By Sharks Eyes, the official practice facility of the San Jose Sharks and home of the San Jose Barracuda. By Mary West Credit Union, working for you today, tomorrow, together. By DevCon, build, perform, design, sustain. And by Math Enrichment, learn, achieve, have fun.
Each week, Mattress Firm helps us find a great match on the field or court, just like they try and find a great match for you and your mattress. This week, it's a great volleyball matchup with Half Moon Bay and Hillsdale.
The Fighting Knights from Hillsdale sporting a 9-3 record, while Half Moon Bay comes into the contest at 8-4. Bay Division rivals in the Mattress Firm Perfect Match this week.
This was a perfect match. Jake Vanderbrook and San Mateo's Hillsdale takes on Half Moon Bay. First set, Half Moon Bay dialing it up on the far end of the court as Mia Etheridge delivers the boom for the kill. My goodness, but right in front of your screen, the Fighting Knights respond as Rihanna Liu feeds a pass to Vivian Gilbert, and the senior crushes this ball down the hardwood for the kill. More Hillsdale in the first set. This time Liu feeds a pass to Rachel Reed, and the southpaw unloads for the cross-court kill. Hillsdale wins set 1, 25-21. Cougars moving the ball around in the second set as Joey Vitrone finds Emily Jennar, and she winds and fires for a Cougars point, but Hillsdale would pull away in the second set. Rachel Reed with the dig, Lou with the set, and Ella Jensen with the finish. One of the seniors' 10 kills in the match. Fighting Knights take set 2, 25-22. Third set, and Half Moon Bay is in a groove, and it starts with Jennar, who times her jump perfectly to record the block. More Cougars in the third set. This time, Mia Etheridge is going to spike this off the defender for the point. Cougars staying alive, winning set 3, 25-16. More Half Moon Bay in the fourth set. Vitrone goes with a behind-the-back set to Jasmine Sandez, who lays the hammer down for the point. 12 kills for number 20, but Hillsdale would respond as Ashley Driscoll goes with the soft touch for the kill. But the Cougars just keep on clawing. Here's a pass in the middle, and Hillsdale's kill attempt is blocked by Gabby Harrison. Half Moon Bay forces a fifth set, winning 25-20. Let's play the 15, but Hillsdale would regain the momentum in set 5. Lou sets a great ball to Gilbert in the middle, and number 9 spikes it down for the kill. And to put the nail in the coffin, Natasha Abazadeh to Rihanna Liu, the Rachel Reed, who delivers a shot near the back line for the kill. What a game! Hillsdale will go on a 14-0 run in set 5 to win the match. Rachel Reed finished with 10 kills, and this is what she had to say after the game.
We all love each other, and we all have like a connection. Even the freshmen and every grade on the team, we all just bonded so well throughout the season so far.
Adrian Soriano here in Atherton as Sacred Heart Prep takes on Reardon. The Gators get on the board first in the first. Mitchell Taylor connects with Carter Shaw, the son of Stanford head coach David Shaw, for the touchdown. 7-0 SHP. Sacred Heart Prep on the attack again later in the quarter. Taylor rolls to the right and throws one right into the hands of Brandon Singh in the end zone. PAT good, and it's 14-0 Gators after 1. Reardon trying to answer back in the second quarter, but the pass is picked off by Andrew Latu to stop the Crusaders' drive. Sacred Heart Prep looking to extend its lead just before the half. Taylor fires and hits Luke Maxwell in stride, and Luke will take it inside the 5-yard line. The Gators punch it in on the next play, 21-0 SHP at the half. third quarter now, and Andrew Latu gets the handoff and powers in for 6, 28-0 Sacred Heart Prep. The Crusaders trying to get on the board later in the quarter, but the pass is picked off by Luke Maxwell, and Luke will take this one near midfield. The Gators on offense now, and Taylor finds Latu on the screen pass, and Andrew turns on the Jets all the way to the 1-yard line for a 47-yard gain. Then handed to Tio Casares, who muscles in for the score. 35-0 Sacred Heart Prep Gators in the lead. Reardon gets on the board in the fourth, give it to Charlie Johnson, who plunges in for the score, but not enough as Sacred Heart Prep wins it 35-7 behind the big game from Mitchell Taylor.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award each week, celebrating young people who donate their time to do good work in their communities.
This week's Volunteer Award goes to Carson Mandigma from Moreau Catholic. During the pandemic, Carson organized a sock and coat drive at 3 locations in the Bay Area. The drive received over 2,000 winter coats and 1,800 pairs of socks for St. Anthony's Foundation in San Francisco. When Carson was a junior, he also took part in an organization called Up on Top, where he mentored kids in an after-school program in the Tenderloin District. Here's why volunteering means so much to Carson.
Giving back and volunteering is a way to provide the privileges that I have to other people in need, and to give back to people who aren't as lucky as me.
Gallo Salami salutes top athletes looking to play beyond high school.
That's right. This week's Gallo Salami Big Salami is Cooper Flanagan from De La Salle. Cooper is the 10th ranked tight end in California and has committed to play at Notre Dame next season.
Coming up to Pacifica, we go for Terra and Cupertino.
And the Valpo Bowl volleyball style as Menlo takes on rival Sacred Heart Prep. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by US Bank. We are back at Levi Stadium with a lovely trip to Pacifica to see the Terra Nova Tigers and Cupertino Pioneers, both teams with 2-1 records so far this season.
Yeah, and the Pioneers feature junior quarterback Shen Hernandez-Ong, who averages 121 yards a game passing. The Tigers come with a whole lot of Mateo Corona, who runs for 132 yards a game. The Tigers hosting the Pioneers Friday night.
The Terra Nova Tigers drop the hammer and take the field at home against Cupertino. Jack Johnson with the highlights. First quarter and the Tigers' first drive of the game. Quarterback Mason Minnie with no options to throw downfield, so the Idaho commit shows off his running ability with a nice run into the red zone. Next play from scrimmage, and oh yeah, he can throw too. Minnie throws a dime into the basket to Stephen Dalton, and the Tigers lead 7-0. Now early second quarter, Mateo Corona bounces his way in for a short touchdown to make it 14-0. Big night for Corona. You'll hear from him again, I promise. Next Tigers possession, and remember the name, Kevin Shea, with a spectacular interception to rip the ball away from Dalton and win it back for the Pioneers. Late second quarter, and here's Corona again, saying, "Excuse me, boys, I gotta go. I got reservations for 6." 28-0 lead for the Tigers on the long touchdown run by Corona. Now fourth quarter, and Dylan Uter is now at quarterback as he heaves the ball right into the waiting arms of Dalton. And watch him go. Only a nice defensive play by Shen Hernandez-On saves the touchdown. But the Tigers would get one more before it's all said and done. Joaquin Garcia punches his ticket to pay dirt, and it's totally Terra Nova on this night, a dominant victory for the Tigers.
The Sacred Heart Prep student section all fired up to watch their Gators take on rival Menlo. The Gators on the attack early, Mia Radev to Naomi Watson to Tatum Baker for the kill. Everything was falling in favor of the Gators in set one as Isabella Marco and Elena Wheeler comes up with brilliant digs to keep the ball alive. Then it's Mia Radev leaping up high for the block as Sacred Heart Prep wins set one 25-9. The Gators continue to make plays on the court in set two as Baker gets the dig and the point for Sacred Heart Prep. Menlo trying to keep set two close. Liv Leshley over to Lily Kautai, and Lily sets it up for an Annie Stent kill, but SHP would go on to win set two as the ball is popped up, and Watson is right there to spike it down as the Gators take the set 25-18. Sacred Heart Prep looking to finish it off in set three. Marco over to Jillian Amaro, then right back to Marco, who just crushes this one. The Knights answer back later in the set. Leslie to Dorinda Shao to Brooke Domkowski for the finish as Menlo takes a 1-point lead. But the Gators would regain control to finish off set three. Radev to Amaro to Marco, and Isabella puts it away as Sacred Heart Prep wins it in 3 straight sets to go to 1-0 in the West Bay Foothill League.
Math Enrichment is the Bay Area leader in quality tutoring to help you become a scholar athlete.
So Math Enrichment brings us the Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Scholar Athlete is Cooper Nixon from the Willow Glen football team. Cooper is great on the field and in the classroom with an impressive 4.0 GPA.
Albany's Construction is back with us again this year, presenting the Dirty Work Play.
This is a play showing the type of grit and determination shown by all the workers at Albany's Construction. This week's Dirty Work Play goes to Jesse Herrera and his buddies on the offensive line, including Kieran Balleur, pushing Jesse into the end zone. The Pioneer Mustangs doing the dirty work, just like Albany's Construction. Please join us on our social media for great videos and lots of information. We're big on Instagram and growing on TikTok, so check us out.
Remember, you can order videos from any of the games played on our shows. Click on the QR code on your screen to order.
Coming up, our CCS SunPower Electric game as Santa Teresa meets Leland.
And later, it's American Canyon at Livermore as 49ers Cal-Hi Sports, presented by U.S. Bank, rolls along.
This tiny payment thing is a giant pain. Hi, ladies. Alex from U.S. Bank. Can she help? How about a comprehensive point-of-sale system that can track inventory, manage schedules, and customize orders? That's what U.S. Bank Business Essentials is for. What about a new oven? Can U.S. Bank help us there? We can serve loans in as fast as 12 minutes. That would be a big help. Huge. Jumbo. Ginormous.
Finding ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. We'll get there together.
The Rikers Center's Community Service Program in Menlo Park provides a unique opportunity for you to gain valuable leadership and life skills while working in a diverse and exciting environment. Whether you're looking to complete school service hours, gain relevant experience for a job or college, or immerse yourself in all the Rikers Center has to offer, our Community Service Program gives you the opportunity to engage your community, make meaningful human connections, and learn new skills in athletic fitness, creative arts, and nature awareness. Got goals? Come to the Rikers Center.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi's Stadium. Our CCS SunPower Electric game is the opening night contest in the Mount Hamilton division with Leland and Santa Teresa.
The two teams looking to get a leg up on the rest of the league in this Friday night contest. It's this week's CCS SunPower Electric game. Robert was there.
Electric game.
A somber ceremony before tonight's game honoring Manny Huizar. Manny was shot and killed while working at a Safeway store here in San Jose just a few months ago. Manny was a player for the Chargers back in 2016, a lineman who wore number 77. Family and friends here today to honor their fallen Leland Charger.
We will forever remember Manny with a smile. Once a Charger, always a Charger.
After the ceremony came the game, the Chargers against the Saints, right here at Pat Tillman Stadium on Friday night. A big crowd in the dungeon to support the Leland Chargers. First half, the Chargers on the move. The freshman Brandon Mann firing to the sideline for Carson DeFelippes, who makes a terrific catch. But later, same drive, this pass is picked by Noah Gardier. But number 4 for Leland, Jay Jinguji, with a big hit to jar the ball loose, and the Chargers recover. Jinguji is a bad man. Leland settles for a field goal as Miles Roberts connects, and the Chargers have a 3-0 second quarter lead. Second half kickoff goes to Evan Smith for the Saints, and Evan takes it up the middle, a couple of fancy moves, and that's a 45-yard return. And that was big because it leads to this Casey Carr field goal, and we are all tied up at 3-all. Later in the third now, the Saints marching again. Junior quarterback Joe Tapia back to throw into the end zone, and there to haul it in is Noah Gardier, and the Saints have a 7-point lead. Leland looking to come back, but the Saints D comes up huge as Jeffrey Kerr races around the corner with a big hit, jarring the ball free. Ian Quintero picks it up and runs deep into Chargers territory, but the Charger D answers the call. 4th and goal, and the Saints are stopped. Huge play there. Leland with the ball, 2:20 to play. Man firing to Sean Adusola Somali a terrific pass and catch. The Chargers are driving man deep to Somali, and he has it. The touchdown ties the game with just 43 seconds to play. We go to OT. Both teams fail on their first tries, but the Saints pounded in for a touchdown on their second try. It's 17-10. Leland has to have a touchdown, but Salvador Morales races in for a big man sack, and the Saints win it in double OT. The quarterback, Tapia, was proud of his team.
Oh, it was hard. We had to battle back, and we just kept going through. We had some mess ups a little bit, but we just kept going. Hey, bro, they did all this for me.
Hornets looking to sting the Trojans as Castro Valley takes on Alameda at Chabot College. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Midway through the first, Trojans up 2-1. Natalie Perez shoots from long distance and finds the back of the net. A few minutes later, Zoe Seltzer tries her shot from far out and lobs a shot as the Hornets cut the lead 4-1 at the end of one. In the second, Castro Valley cuts the lead after Seltzer lobs another shot past the keeper and scores her second of 3 goals in the game. Last seconds of the half, Perez finds Grace Strasky, who fires one into the left side of the net to keep the 2-point lead at the half. Alameda cuts the lead within one after Sierra Blia Salinas gets the beautiful skip shot to go in. But Castro Valley starts to swim away with the lead. Karine Arakawa emerges from the water to rocket the ball into the net. Great awareness there. Stella Chang with the ball, and the freshman shoots her shot from long distance, and the Trojans take a 9-5 lead going into the fourth. The Hornets scored 3 goals in the fourth, but the Trojans held the lead. Chang scores her 3rd goal of the match to ice the game as the Trojans swat the Hornets for the victory by a final score of 10-8.
The Burlingame volleyball team is off to an impressive 8-2 start this season.
The girls talking about their season with our Jake Vanderbrook this week at the Rikus Center.
We are here at the Rikus Center for Human Enhancement, where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the girls varsity volleyball team from Burlingame High School. Make some noise! And we're going to start off with Ella Duong, who is a sophomore. Now, Ella, you guys are 7-2 to start the season in non-league play. What are some of the things that have you guys been clicking with so far?
I think our teamwork has definitely been clicking a lot. We encourage each other on and off the court constantly, and I think that's going to play a really big role in this year's season.
Absolutely, and we're going to head over to Morgan Toomey, who is a junior. So, Morgan, what are some of the things that you guys do off the court to bond with this team?
Off the court, I mean, before and after practice, we get food with each other sometimes, and like when we see each other in the hallways, we'll always say hi, and I think we just have all like that helped us create a bond that we can't break on the court to get to know each other.
For sure, and we are gonna head over to Mallory Nowitzki, who is a senior. So last year you guys finished 2nd in the Peninsula League. What is it gonna take for this team to be at top of the standings when it comes to being in the Peninsula League?
I think it comes down to the synergy that our team has, maintaining it, and just hard work, fixing our mistakes, little things here and there that we need to work on.
Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me. Now, take us out with a cheer.
Coming up, American Canyon goes up against undefeated Livermore.
But first, here's this week's Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for football.
The undefeated Livermore Cowboys looking to go to 4-0 as the Cowboys meet American Canyon.
The Wolves come into the game at 2-1 and look to topple Livermore on Friday night.
The Cowboys rush the field as Livermore hosts American Canyon in a thriller. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. First play of the game, Tyler Trudeau steps back, looks down the field, and hits the bullseye. Justin Matchek catches it, sheds off a tackle, makes another move, and gets into the end zone for the 63-yard score. PAT good, Cowboys up 7-0. Last seconds in the first, Wolves down 13-0, but not for long as Ojani Castillo gets the rock, runs right through some tackles, and scores on a 32-yard run. PAT no good, Livermore leads 13-6 after one. Final seconds in the half, Trudeau in the pocket and fires a deep pass to Dominic Johnson for the 45-yard touchdown connection. PAT good, and it's 26 Cowboys at the half. This game was far from over. Score now 20-14. Caleb Anderson throws at Abdul Case Jr. for the tip-toe catch to move the Wolves in the red zone. A few plays later, Anderson scrambles to his right, connects with Noel Angel, who reaches for the pylon. PAT good, and the Wolves have a 1-point lead. Late third, Livermore loves scoring with no time left. Trudeau throws to Dalton Silva, and the big man shakes off 3 tackles on his way to the end zone. 2-point conversion good as Cowboys retake the lead 28-21 after 3. Donovan Umeki tags on a 39-yard field goal early in the 4th to extend the lead 31-21. Mid-4th, Anderson scores on a short yard run. 2-point good. Wolves are within 3. Ensuing kickoff is an onside kick, and the Wolves recover the ball. Under 2 minutes of play, and Anderson has that dog in him. 5-yard touchdown run, PAT good to take the lead 35-31. But name a better duo than last-minute touchdowns in Livermore. That's right, Trudeau scrambles out of the pocket and heaves one to a wide-open Johnson, and he is gone! 44-yard touchdown, 5-touchdown night for Trudeau. Have yourself a night. Cowboys move on to 4-0 on the season after a superstar performance from Trudeau.
The Harker School helps us honor the people who mentor the high school stars we feature every week.
Here's St. Francis volleyball star Whitney Wallace talking about her parents.
I think that my parents are a big part of that. They're really supportive, especially like my dad. He helps me with a lot.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Earlier this month, Harker hosted back-to-school events at the lower, middle, and upper school campuses, which presented parents with a great opportunity to mingle, get to know the faculty, and learn more about their children's everyday lives at the school. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week we show you the Be Happy play.
This week's Be Happy play goes to the Livermore Cowboys. Tyler Trudeau to Dominic Johnson for the 44-yard go-ahead touchdown, and the Livermore Cowboys were pretty happy about it. Go to DGDG.com to see how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Reicha Center.
My name is Audrey Corrin, and I play lacrosse at Oberlin College. I'm grateful for the Reicha Center for pushing me athletically towards being a U.S. Lacrosse Jackie Pitts Award winner, a team lead scorer, and a league honor roll member. I'm really excited to be announcing this week's Cal High training tip.
I'm Andrew Havili. Today's training tip is a lateral drop step. Courtney's going to hop twice on 2 feet and then laterally out to the side. It's great for deceleration off change of direction. Make sure the knee's stable. If you want to make it more difficult, hop out further.
Service by Medallion brings us the play of the week every week.
We show you some contenders and then name the play we thought was the best of the best.
Play of the week.
We start off with Isabella Marco and Alina Wheeler from Sacred Heart Prep with 2 brilliant digs to keep the ball alive. Here's Kevin Shee for Cupertino, snatching the ball away from the receiver to make the interception. We go back to the hardwood for Tatum Baker, also from Sacred Heart Prep with a dig and the point. But the play of the week has to go to Pittsburgh's Rashade Williams with a spectacular grab in the end zone. Oh my goodness, let's see it in slow-mo. Rashade Williams, you just won the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. 49ers sac-hi Sports is up next. Stick around to see Menlo Atherton take on Del Oro. Those highlights and more on 49ers sac-hi Sports starting now.